everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Parliament of Rooks #1. This is a new book from Comixology Originals. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written and with art by Abigail Jill Harding, Richard Starkings on letters, design, and edits. So, I didn't know much about this upcoming book, but I'll usually try to check out a Comixology original because I think there's a lot of very interesting creators working their way through there. Some I haven't heard of, like in this case, I've never heard of this pair of creators. Um, but I'm pretty interested. The cover is also very appealing, as you might have seen. So, in this issue, on the first day of spring, architect Darius Ravenscar wakes from a strange and troubling dream. He dismisses it and attends a masquerade ball in the city of Eborvik, thrown by Princess Seraphina, the daughter of King Sitric, Lord of the Four Vales. While there, it becomes clear that something is terribly wrong, and Ravenscar finds himself in a precarious predicament that will threaten his long-standing affection with the princess. As Ravenscar becomes more tormented, he searches the truth, confronting ghosts from his past that haunt him, and unraveling the mystery of his family, ultimately becoming torn between two worlds and two minds. Um, so yeah, I mean, I went into this book without even having read the synopsis. I just went in pretty clean. I think one of the things that I really drew me into the book, it's the art, and now we'll definitely get into that. But the whole premise of this book, it's a little bit, to me, it feels like gothic horror kind of. That's the vibes I kind of get from the storytelling. There's aspects of a relationship, of a romance, uh but there's definitely something hidden in between. There's some pretty bleak and dark imagery. Of course, there's a lot of imagery of ravens, and you'll see some of that stuff when we look at the art previews that I pulled for this. But yeah, I think going into a book like this, um I really also like that it's, for the most part, mainly grayscale, with like using red tones, red washes a little bit all over the place to build that atmosphere. So this book, to me, it really just, it's all about the atmosphere, it's all about the vibes, it's all about this beautiful art. So let's talk about this art. And as you can see here, here's some of that imagery that I was mentioning. We see the moon, we see these dark like the architecture of these buildings, the blood red moon, and then the imagery of these like creatures with wings and very raven like, all throughout what we are guiding through we're being guided through this narration. We come upon this woman in a bed who's being visited by this figure, and this is a very stunning image. I really, really liked it. When I got to this page, I was like, whoa, we are in for a really, really cool ride. Now, from here, we do have a little bit of flashbacks, and you kind of get to see their relationship and what's going on, and you kind of dive into their world and everything that I talked about during the synopsis. But yeah, I mean, just look at this, the character designs, the imagery, it all kind of continues on that level. And like I mentioned, and like you saw in the first couple of pages, there are just like little hints of red as needed, and then they become more intense as the atmosphere calls for it, which is a really cool balance. It's a very fun way to show that effect. Um, I appreciate the gray wash, all the gray scale all throughout the book, because it really allows for those punches of colors to really stand out and resonate. So yeah, I think this was a very interesting title. Now I will say this is nothing to do with the actual book itself, but Comixology Originals used to be part of Comixology Unlimited. Now it appears that maybe only the first issue is. So we'll have to see. I definitely want to keep checking this out, but I also want to just be able to read it if I already have Comixology Unlimited. If not, I'll just wait till it's out in some kind of print, or maybe get it from the creators directly. So we'll see. We'll see where that comes from. We'll see what happens there. So if you check this out, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone.